Hey everybody, it's Chris from Bay Area Nerf, and we wanted to walk everyone through today through our little homemade dart testing range where we do some of our accuracy testing and feet per second measurements with our different devices. So over here you can see Mr. Kimball, better known as Blood Angel, better known as Thunder Crunk, aka the Demon of the Seas. He's testing out his bow that I'm affectionately calling the Kimbo, patent pending name, definitely not for sure, but what he's doing is he's shooting at a human-sized target downrange that we use for what we call P.A.T.T, practical accuracy test. And what we want to do today is walk you guys kind of through what a practical accuracy test is. As you can see, we got Josh over here recording some of the P.A.T. data whenever Kimball's going to start after his practice round. Say hi to everybody, Josh.
What up?
And then we got our chrono over here, which we were using earlier. We use a Caldwell Ballistic Precision Chrono, not because it's baller, because it's the best one. It's because it comes with an app, and it's easier to track our data, and we're lazy, especially me. So Josh is lazy too. Don't let him lie to you. He's got a real job now. He's super lazy. See some of the stuff we've been testing. We got all kinds of darts over here. I know people that like testing darts will be like, "Wow, that's a lot of darts, dude." Only thing we haven't tested today is FPJs because we're out. But we got this Dart Zone Scorpion, which put out some pretty good FPS tests so far. So let's walk over to P.A.T. while Kimball's taking his shots, and let me talk about P.A.T. So P.A.T. again, P.A.T. stands for Practical Accuracy Test, and this is the P.A.T.T, the Practical Accuracy Test Target. The way P.A.T. works is we've created a human-sized target. So this little closet thing here with the head on top stands about 6'3" from ground to top, and it's the width a little bit narrower than me. So you're looking at, I wear a 46 coat, so it's about 44 inches across. Basically average to above average person size. And the idea is we measure at distances using our little tape measure here. We start P.A.T. testing at 30 feet, we go to 50, we can go short, we can do whatever we want. And the idea is we measure how many times out of a group of 10, so 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, how many times do you hit? Right? Divide it by the group number, and you get the percentage score of how much your hit percentage is. And then on top of that, we take the data, and what we do is we measure the hits, the number of times it hits inside this red circle. Thank you, Kimball. The number of times it hits the general body, which is the center mass, or general body of the t-shirt, and then anytime it hits in the black or hits the head. And we always aim center mass when we P.A.T. test. So we assign numbers to the certain area. So if you hit center circle, we give it a score of a 3 because that's where you were aiming. So we give you the highest score. And then if you hit in the t-shirt, we give you a score of a 2 because you're hitting close to where you were aiming and still general vicinity, biggest part of the body. And then any of the extremities are worth a 1 because you still hit. And in most games of Nerf, still hitting counts. So what we do is when we take that score, and out of the group number, you take the number of the group. So say the group is 10, and the highest score you can get per dart is 3. So that group would be worth 30 total points. And we give you your advanced statistic number out of those 30 points. So we add up all the points, and the example would be Kimball's bow at 30 feet scored a 27 out of a possible 30, which is really amazing when it comes to an P.A.T. score. And then we take that number, we also divide the group and come up with a per dart score, and his per dart score would say 2.7. So this is kind of this is exactly how we're measuring accuracy right now. I've ran a couple people through it. We've ran our friend Mitchell through it, who's been on the podcast. We've run Kimball through it. And for our group, those are two of the harder ones to convince something is useful. Mitchell being a genius mechanical engineer, and Kimball just being a military genius. So they've signed off on it so far, and that's what Bay Area Nerf's going to be using going forward for our accuracy testing. So when you see us post data on the website and you see the acronym P.A.T. or the acronym A.P.A.T., you'll kind of know how it works. I suggest if you want to do this, try it at home, get a mannequin, however you want, human-sized target, and measure your hits so we can start recording as a group of people how well we hit things for the Nerf community. So, I mean, that's really it from Bay Area Nerf today. Quick 5-minute video on P.A.T. Any questions, please throw them in the question box. Any comments, please throw them in the comment box. Remember, it's December, so we're supposed to be nice. We're supposed to have been nice to each other all month. But feel free to pick it apart, call it crap, call it awesome. Do what you got to do. It's what we're going to do. And as always, from everyone at Bay Area Nerf, happy tagging.